You are now listening to Feeding Off Each Other.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Feeding Off Each Other, our podcast where we talk to people who we think are interesting. I'm hosting. Hi, I'm Matt Dennison.
Hi, I'm David Wiggins.
And Jason Lucas is not in the building today. He's currently shoveling poutine into his face in Montreal.
My God.
And we wish him the best. But here we are with another podcast.
Another one.
This time with my boys, Manila Grey.
What's up? What's up? Bro, these triggers are hilarious, man.
The soundboard?
The soundboard. That's great.
I spent some time downloading some new sounds just for you guys, so.
You want to surprise us? You want to run through them right now?
Just one by one, every single one? No, we'll keep it a surprise. Gonna continue our introduction here. Dave, I think we need to actually stick to the script now in the future.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think we gotta become professional podcasters.
Yeah, I mean, we got to dial in the format. Okay, I'm going to go in then.
Yeah.
If you're listening on a podcast app, just know there's a video available on YouTube as well. And don't forget to subscribe if you like what you hear. A couple of little housekeeping things. On the last podcast, we were talking about our fans leaving us voicemails, listeners calling in, leaving us a message so we could, give some advice, answer some questions.
Yeah, whatever.
And we have a place where you can leave a voicemail now. So go to speakpipe.com/feedingoffeachother. Questionable name.
Yeah.
Porno or porno?
Sorry, I believe it's laypipe.com.
Yeah, speakpipe.com/feedingoffeachother.
Yep.
And leave us a voicemail.
We'll put it on our Instagram as well if you forget.
We're doing the hard thing, doing a podcast, putting ourselves out there. We want you guys, the listeners, to do the same.
Yeah, gotta
put yourself out there.
Speak your pipe.
Yeah. And another little piece of housekeeping in the last podcast, Dave brought up that Germans don't bring their own, or they don't get a kitchen in a rental unit.
Yeah, if you move into a place in Germany, it does not come with a kitchen, and it often also does not come with flooring. And then you have to purchase it off the person that you're moving in from.
And we're all very skeptical, but shout out to Daniel H. from Germany for chiming in, sliding into Dave's DMs, and letting us know that they do, in fact, bring their own kitchen.
Yeah.
That's epic.
And we just had to get that out there.
If there's other things that you want to slide into my DMs about, give her.
Dave, you want to do the intro?
I will.
They hardly need an intro, but
fuck. All right. Did you read it? Did you
Give
approve
us a sick
it?
One.
Yeah, I read it. There was something in it that I thought you had to read it. Yeah, because you put my name in it.
Oh, I thought you would insert.
I would figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could do that. All right.
You should do it. You should do it.
Today's guests are Juno-nominated R&B/hip hop duo from Vancouver, BC. They've toured the world, had millions upon millions of streams on their songs, and recently got back from doing shows in the motherland, the Philippines, with me along for the ride. Nailed it. With banger after banger album, song, and music video, they've just released their latest all-killer, no-filler, not record. It's an album.
You can call it a record too.
It's an EP.
Is it a record?
Can you call it a record?
It's an EP.
You can call it a record.
It's an EP.
Yeah.
We'll ask what the
works.
difference is later because it confuses me. Anyways, it is called Spirits. Ladies and gentlemen, Soliven and Neeko, better known together as Manila Grey, in the building.
What's up? What's up?
Another one. Thanks for having us.
Feels so good to be here, man.
Yeah,
you guys
man.
are professionals, bro. You guys are killing it. This is so good.
Hey, let's bring up the elephant in the room right now.
What is it?
Dave, where's the drip?
This is my
Don't
drip.
call him out for that, bro. He's chilling. He's got his, was that a Cleveland hat on?
You
He's
you look
chilling
like
right
you're
now.
wearing your dad's jacket.
I just put this on 5 minutes.
I'm wearing
but
Matt's
fuck
dad's jacket.
No, it just doesn't really fit.
it. I was actually going to put on the ones chain.
Yeah.
I was going to give it to
You
you,
should've.
but I forgot to bring it.
Oh, man.
I don't think I could pull it off. Everyone's got to go in their own lane. I'm the, dorky white boy. So
Well, anyways. So guys,
That's
this
so
is pretty
good.
cool because I'm, we're obviously homies. We've been homies for a long time, but we've never done something like this together.
Can you turn me up just a little bit?
Oh yeah, sure.
Can barely
Yeah,
hear
me
myself.
You guys are,
Slightly.
Check.
you guys are the true experts on the microphones.
Mike.
how's
There
that?
we go. That's
I'm
pretty
a little
good.
softer. Mike.
You want to go softer?
No, a little louder.
Check.
All right, everyone's just going full.
Oh,
You're
There
getting,
we go.
You're getting everything.
all
Cool.
right.
Thank you. You were saying?
Where are we, guys?
We are at the Once Co offices right now. We just moved in, 2 months ago? It's been good, man.
Yeah.
Finished renovating.
Third month.
Third month now. Yeah.
Just getting settled in.
Yeah.
Feels good, man, to have a space. I mean, we were working remote for like forever, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's like a place where everybody can come in and like get creative. You know what I mean?
Because we found out on tour, it's a lot easier when we're all together to work. Because like you've been there, and everyone's just kind of in sync. But when we get back to the city, everyone kind of just does their own thing. So this spot really kind of cultivates the creativity.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Have you guys been cutting any records in here, or
Oh, a lot.
you guys just like prepping the place?
We're just prepping the place. Yeah, we just finished the studio. A lot of DIY. It really humbles you, you know?
100%.
One day you're in Manila, and then the other day you're cleaning the bathroom.
You go from Manila to Grey.
That's it. No, the craziest one was when Sol and I made those sound panels. That was a day, man.
Oh, you made those things?
Yeah, we made those.
No
things
way.
from scratch.
Dang.
And Zelly, shout out Zelly.
And this place was all boarded up when we got here. It was like, I think it was a little speakeasy for people.
Mind you, we're in the middle
What
of
kind of
like
speakeasy?
A
industrial.
crazy one.
Just you know what I mean?
Like a brothel, or
probably not a brothel, but
like somewhere to?
they probably just drank here and
Sang
had some
karaoke.
escorts, I guess.
I don't want to blow up your spot, but it's a cool address.
Oh,
right?
100%.
Yeah.
Like I think
that's
it
it.
needs to be an album name
Oh,
eventually.
dude, we're already on it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty
It's
cool.
gonna be No Saints
7
on.
songs about it already.
Yeah. It reminds me of the J. Cole album. Was it 2014 Forest Hill Drive?
Yeah.
So this
Great
is-
album.
Yeah.
Well, Neeks, you were recording like as we were setting up our podcast stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to, and then I realized I didn't have any caffeine this morning, so I was like, I'm gonna go get some Vietnamese food and get my day started.
We're also being quite loud in here. I don't know
That's
if you
cool.
can actually record while we're like setting up all our stuff.
I could definitely hear you guys. But
Yeah,
it was
my
cool.
bad.
It was
Okay,
dope. It's
it
all good.
adds to the song.
Yeah. Some texture.
Textures.
Your
what you needed.
door was ajar, so I mean that's a little bit on you as well.
It's because I didn't want you guys to feel like
Oh,
I
that we
was
were
shutting
closed.
you out. You know what I mean? So I was like,
That
you're
is
still
kind
invited.
Of you. Well, now I'm
but
the asshole, right?
Shut the fuck up.
You guys want to let's reminisce about our last trip together here in the Philippines.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's do it, man.
It was, I was actually telling a story that I think I butchered. That originally, Neeks, you were telling about Azel and the car.
Which one?
When he left the car, like the driver hanging overnight.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
This is a funny.
Please
ass
tell it
story.
again, because I think I messed it up.
Okay, so basically, when you're in the Philippines, right? It's not like here. You gotta hire a driver. They rock with you for like 10 hours. Anyways, first night there, we had this driver, and we were like, "Yo, let's go out. Let's go party, shake some hands, see the city." So we go. Driver drops us off. Yada yada yada. We get through our night. We're all jet lagged, so we're not even feeling it, right? And it's like 3 a.m. now. And we're like, yo, hit up the driver so that we can go home. Azel hits up the driver. Driver doesn't respond. We were a little tipsy, so he unsent the message. And we called a Grab, which is like Uber out there. And then we're going about our day, wake up the next morning, having breakfast. We get a text message from the person that hired the driver and goes, "Hey, do you want us to send the driver home? He's still waiting at the club." So we were like, what do you mean? He waited there all night? Like
He slept in the van.
He slept in the van, bro, in the parking lot. And we felt so bad, man. We were like, send him home. Send the boy home. Feed him. Do whatever it takes.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Those guys, they give you like top-notch service out there, though. They really take care of you.
100%.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not really just you guys. Like, I've been saying that Filipino hospitality is next level. Like,
It's up
Filipino
there, bro.
people are known worldwide for being caring and taking care of other people around them.
100%, man. Shout out our people.
Well, why is that?
I think it just stems from like just how you're raised, man. Imagine like growing up where there's like 12 people in the house, you know what I mean? And it's like your parents, your aunts, and then a bunch of kids. So obviously, like, you got to feed off each other. No pun intended. You know what I mean? And it's like you just gotta. That's where the taking care comes from, and it's like it's a very loving culture.
Yeah, and I think it has something to do with like the poverty as well, you know, because it's like, what else are you gonna do other than just try to be happy and try to see the bright side, I guess. And the Philippines, it's sort of like you can have like a really big establishment, like a big gated community, and right outside it, it's like the slums. So everybody's kind of mixed in, and so I feel like the energy of like the slummier area, like they have to be happy, they have to kind of just forget about it, and that sort of just translates to everybody as well. And everyone has big families, like Neek says. So yeah, you guys just have to be. Everybody needs to help. I think that's the thing, and it's also very traditional. So everyone's kind of expected to help, and I don't know if you know too. It's like the minimum wage is like way lower. So people are really trying to get the tips. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
What is the minimum wage?
It's like $7 an hour.
No, less than,
Philippines?
man.
I think it's
that's Canadian, I guess. $7 Canadian or American?
Canadian. Or I don't know.
I'm not connected to the
We
Wi-Fi.
gotta-
Maybe
we
look it
gotta-
up.
I just
fact check that.
noticed.
I think it's like $200 a month.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there,
150 a month.
which is crazy.
Yeah,
Well, it's pretty
which is
absurdly
crazy.
inexpensive
That's like
in
crypto
the
gas
Philippines.
fees.
I mean, yes and no, right? Like when we went, like if you want to have a good meal, you're still paying like westernized prices. You know what I mean? Like if you want to have a good breakfast, you're still paying the what do we pay here? Like a $15 for like eggs Benny. You know what I mean? Like
Where
it's
we
like
were
the
at
same
in the
thing.
city.
Yeah.
In the city, it's pretty much the same.
But if you want to go into like the deeper parts of the city, I'm sure you can get a meal for like $2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
So that was your 4th time playing a show now in the
Was it?
Philippines?
1, 2, yeah, that is the 4th time. Yeah.
How was the trip compared to your previous trips?
I feel like it just keeps getting like elevated, you know, the people we meet, the places we play. It's crazy, man. But I think the one that still stands out to me personally is our Silver Skies tour. You came to that one, and it was like, it felt like a homecoming, you know, like, what was that? 2,000 people, 2,000 kids.
Where did you play there?
At Xylo.
Right.
And it was like, it's like coming, you know, growing up here, and I used to go back home all the time with my mom. Like she would fly us back home. We got to experience life out there, and it was like broke. You know what I mean? Like it was like to flush the toilet, you got to take a jug of water and like pour it in just so the toilet flushes properly. Or you got to boil hot water to enjoy a hot shower. You know what I mean? So I saw that side of the Philippines, and then fast forward to when Manila Grey started and we started to like, you know, make some noise. We went back home and we got to experience this whole new side of the Philippines where it was like glorious, and like it felt so good, and it felt like the music we were making was really connecting with the kids out there, and you felt that at that show. I remember when we first started making music, I was like, yo, Saul, imagine the day that somebody goes and sings your song back to you as loud as you sing it to them. And that was the day we felt that. You know what I mean? It was like Silver Skies, Time Zones. These guys just sang their hearts out, man. And it was like so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's it. That's it, man.
Well, I mean, also at you played a smaller show, Black Market.
Yeah, every time we go back, we don't really know what to expect. Black Market was the first one where we didn't know what to expect. We just this was before management. This was like, we just did it. We bootstrapped everything. You were there. It was just the homies. We just decided to pull up.
Before management?
This was before
Yeah.
management.
J-Dub wasn't
No.
part of the scene yet?
No, we just organized it.
Really?
all ourselves.
It was
Oh, wow.
me, you, Saul,
Yes.
BD,
Yeah.
BD's
Azelle,
photographer.
BDT.
and homie.
Sai.
Santos? Andrew Santos?
No. Other
No, that
homie.
was
James
before.
Heal. No.
No, that was the other
it was
trip.
It was just Matt. It was just Matt.
Really?
Yeah, it was just Matt.
No, that was the Silver Sky when we filmed Silver Skies. Remember?
No. We went to Black Market.
All the trips are blending together now.
No, Matt was there. Matt, Sai, Zelly, you, me.
Nonetheless, it was a crazy show too. I mean, people are definitely singing back to you at that show too.
But yeah, we didn't know what to expect. It was like we went there and it was like I think 200 cap room, and then it was like 400 kids, and it went all the way outside, and it was wild. Like we didn't know what to expect. It was our first time back.
That was the first year we met these guys, DBTK.
Yeah.
Who's DBTK? Who are they?
So DBTK is Don't Blame the Kids. They're a brand out there, streetwear brand out in the Philippines. We met them 2018, and they were just kind of coming up as well. And we just made a great relationship with them. Very, very hyper creative guys. And then now they have like collaborations with H&M, Pokemon. It's wild, like just seeing them on the come up. And now they're the number one streetwear brand in the Philippines. And our first collaboration was actually what started the resale market in the Philippines. There was no resale market when it comes to streetwear. And when we did our collaboration, I think they sold it for $20, the t-shirt. And now I think it's like $300 now.
Yeah.
Dollars for that.
I think
t-shirt.
you have that T-shirt, the one that doesn't fit.
Yeah,
you.
I took it out of the
When you
plastic
open-
though, but I know Azelle has kept his perfectly mint.
It's crazy.
You think he's
Just
ever gonna
sign
put it on the
just sign it and sell
aftermarket?
it.
No,
You think he'll do
I don't think he'd do it.
The DBTK boys gave us a whole bunch of gifts, and I came home and I really contemplated whether I should open them or not, but I opened them all.
Every single one?
Every single one.
You're wearing one of the long sleeves that we're dropping with them
Yep.
on the 29th, I believe.
Yeah, this one's my favorite, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
fits so nice.
Yeah, I really love what these guys do. It's great to have like this circle though that like people creatives that just work hard and
Exactly.
pump each other up.
Exactly.
It's
No,
really
and-
cool.
And it's really nice to see, like, just going home now. When I was there, so I grew up there. You know, I left when I was 8. So I experienced the whole thing. I went to school there, and like I was in it. You know.
What grades?
Till grade 3, and then I went to Canada and I had to. Well, the timing for school here is different, so I had to do grade 3 again.
Okay.
Because I think it's opposite. Like summertime there is school time here, some shit like that.
So you're the smartest in this room, is what you're saying?
Basically, I was, yeah. Yo, we went to the same elementary school. I didn't even know.
You and I.
Yeah, you and I. But I never saw you.
Well, I thought you said that we actually like talked to each other briefly. This was grade 3, you're saying?
Yeah.
Or how do you know that you looked at the yearbook and we're both in there or something?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
You
No,
signed
I
it.
was there
That's
grade
crazy.
3 and 4. Grade 3 and 4, and I dipped in grade 5.
That's crazy.
I don't even remember, man. I
didn't know about you until way later. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we were in the same class, man.
When did we actually like officially meet then?
We officially met in grade 11 or grade 12.
Do you remember like
Grade 12. It was at a show, man.
Oh,
no,
maybe.
no. You and I met during volleyball. We played volleyball with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But officially met. It was at this club, Boulevard 22 at the time. Remember?
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and you were shooting. And
Okay.
then we had met, but I had already known Jason. We went to high school together.
Right.
So and then he just disappeared, and I was like, "Where'd this guy go?" And he disappeared for like 3 years.
Where'd he go?
I'm serious.
Yeah, we still don't know where he went. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
I remember that like way back, I knew that you guys were rapping. I knew you guys were making stuff, and I think that just interested me. Like it brought me closer to you guys because I was like, you guys were already like committed to some sort of creative like trajectory so early on.
Yeah.
And you know, I was just I think curious of the process to see like how you guys made songs and all that. So as we got closer and closer, like I was just
You got to see it all.
learning from you guys. It was really sweet. And then I think like another thing is that you guys maintained that kind of trajectory, and it was never a question of like if, you know, this dream. It was just a matter of when and timing for you guys. And I think that's what like kept me glued to you guys.
That's
'Cause,
amazing, man.
You know, you guys were shooting for the stars, accomplishing your dreams, and I had my own dreams, and we were just kind of like parallel, doing our own kind of paths, but we would, you know, kind of cross. And
Yeah.
we've
I
made
remember,
many projects now.
your old videos on Facebook.
On Facebook.
You had some like Nintendo, or like you did some effects, and the screen appeared in front of Jason.
The OGs. Yeah.
But
Yeah, let's not talk about those ones. They're still up, actually. You can still go on Facebook and find those.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing when meeting you. It was I felt like it was the same energy. You know, it wasn't a question of if, it was a question of just like when was it gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And regardless, I think we're just artists, just deep down. You know, we just have to create, and it's kind of what we live for.
And it boiled down to just the energy too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we all just connected so well at that time. There wasn't a lot of creatives in the city at the time too, so it was
Especially Richmond.
Yeah.
Like there was nobody in Richmond except us and our little creative team, and I think that's how we all connected, just being from Richmond and knowing all the spots, all the bubble tea places.
That's it, man.
So for those who don't know, I've directed and shot and edited many of these guys' videos over the years.
Give them the list.
The list. Well, what was the first one? I guess Ones, Youth Water, Time Zones, Friends of Friends,
Silver Skies.
sometimes.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
God damn.
Yeah.
We went on tour. We made a kind of a tour video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Night
which is
Code.
awesome. Night Code.
That one was
That
a
was a
fun
big
one.
one.
That one was fun. We filmed that in Singapore. We did Taiwan.
That was on tour.
Yeah. That
Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Vancouver.
That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, we were all over. Well,
Bro.
one of the comments on that video is like about how we went to 9 different countries. I don't know how they even figured that out just by
That's
looking.
epic. That's epic.
And now you guys are working with many different directors. Let's talk about your newest couple of videos.
Oh yeah. Which one? Again and Again.
Again and
With,
Again.
Brandon Fletcher.
That video
Oh yeah,
is
you
sick.
were also on set for Back House Ballin'.
Oh yeah.
when we
Yeah, I was a little
worked
part
with
of
him.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Fletcher, man.
Yeah, let's talk about Again and Again. Sick song and amazing video. I was super excited when I saw that one.
That one was written after our last Canada tour. Basically, came back and I was like, we play Time Zones all the time, right? And we're like, we love this song. It's a dope song, but when you play it so many times, you start going like, fuck, I gotta do another one. And I always had this like chip on my shoulder, like, fuck, I don't know if I could write another verse like that. You know what I mean? Like just how it comes in. So like I made it a goal. I was like, yo, we're gonna write something that just comes in right away like Time Zones does.
Right.
And then
That's how I felt when I first listened to it. You come in with Island Boys versus everybody.
yeah, it's just straight in,
It felt the
straight
same,
into the
yeah.
pocket. The energy was there and it just took off from there. Saul fucking ripped the hardest verse of all time.
Yeah, but there's actually 3 verses, and that was recorded, and we
tested each one of them.
Yeah, we tested each one in every city, and then we landed with the verse that's on it right now.
No way.
Yeah.
from our-
Where did you test them?
Like we play them live. We tested in Chicago.
Yeah, Seattle, New York, actually like San Francisco. We would do it as the encore song because it's Again and Again.
Okay.
So our DJ Sai, he'd start the chant like again and again and again, and then that kind of leads up to the encore. But yeah, the music video was dope. It all kind of came from Spirits. Like I was pitching Neeks the idea of Spirits, and basically, you know, we were trying to think of the concept for the next tape, and we had a bunch, man. We had this. Actually, I probably shouldn't say, but anyways,
Well, a bunch of different ideas, concepts.
anyways.
Tell us more about what you landed on, though.
But yeah, Spirits. Basically, I just smoked up a bunch, and I just brain dumped on my phone on the notes, and we wanted to touch on like destiny and being the chosen, and talk about our OGs and you know, our grandparents who have passed, what lessons we learned throughout this journey, and sort of the word that kind of stuck was spirits, and it could be anything like high spirits, free spirit. Everybody has everybody has spirit, you know, and but it also gave us an opportunity to go kind of play make believe a little bit and sort of like, okay, what if we had passed away? What if we had, you know, we can speak to our grandparents? What advice would they give us at this time, which is a lot of pressure, you know? So I pitched it to the boys. They love it. And I was like really into the darker stuff, like the Grim Reapers and like what he symbolizes. And so we kind of just put it in motion. I hit up Fletcher. I had a meeting with him, gave him a treatment, and I was like, yo, we need a Reaper. We need this green scythe. We want to do auras because, you know, that's kind of like what's really in right now, like the auras. It's like an aura, and there's like random shit on it. It's like, Aries, yeah, you are a very happy person. It's just like a picture of a gradient, of a circle of a gradient, but people love it.
Just makes me think about migraines and getting aura migraines. Bad vibes.
It's like, exactly. And we were inspired by this artist named James Turrell. And it's a lot of gradients, a lot of like circles. And so, you know, we implemented that. And Brandon Fletcher, he's crazy, man. Like, just creatively, like, you know, his vibe.
Yeah, we should get him on the pod. It'd be a good one.
Yeah.
I love his energy. You definitely know when he's in the room.
Exactly.
100%.
And he's
Makes himself
crazy at
present.
he's crazy at like VFX and he just has a different eye. So
Yeah.
And he does a lot of the horror stuff as well. So I hit him up. I was like, this guy's the director for sure. And then we kind of just came up with this idea. We had these black lettermans on. It's kind of like the Spirits uniform. And the whole story is we die in a drag race in a classic Manila Grey fashion. And then it's sort of like the fast life catching up to us and the lessons that we learn throughout this journey. And eventually, you know, we want to be able to talk about all the lessons that we've learned in the Philippines and kind of implement it into the spirits realm, whether it be us like meeting, you know, like a funny ass like uncle who's passed away or something like that. And it's like, we're at a bar or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you know, I died, I had a heart attack while cheating on my wife. But these are the lessons you should implement in your life. But yeah, that's where spirits comes from. Just the idea of this life. It's either we only live it once or we're gonna live it again and again. Even if we pass away, we're gonna come back,
100%,
be as
man.
great as, you know, as we're meant to be. And I think, yeah, that's where spirits. It's the whole vibe of spirits.
So you had another music video drop for new style warm up.
New style warm up.
Also
yeah.
a great song. You filmed that really quick with
That was,
director Adrian Purr.
Yeah. So we were in LA for the No Saints Tour USA, and we've been meaning to work with the boy Adrian Purr for a long time. We've been homies for a long time, and we just never got it to line up. It's funny. So he hit us up and he was like, "Bro, let's do a photo shoot when you guys are out here." It was only supposed to be a photo shoot, and then obviously we're like, "Yo, let's do a music video." So he's like, "All right, cool, we'll make that happen." So we did our sold out show at the Roxy. The very next day, we woke up early, and we filmed that in
Just a
It's
random
just a
studio.
random
It was
studio,
like 3
yeah.
hours, and then like maybe 3 lights and a camera.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was it. And we had the whole gang with us. We had our girls with us. And we just filmed this like really sexy LA style music video for New Style Warm Up. And
But we love the process because like whenever we work with you, it's pretty quick. Like just
With
running,
me?
yeah, running
Quick?
gun. The shooting, the editing
I don't
is
know,
3 months
man.
long.
Yeah, just bada bing, bada boom. You just make
I
the
don't
video.
think my process is quick, to be honest. I think that the quickest turnaround for a project we'll ever have done is this podcast.
We're actually working on a video right now. It's set to release 2025.
exactly.
facts.
Exactly.
Directed by Matt Dennison.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to boy Adrian Purr,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, it was a great video
Crazy,
too.
hard
Thanks, man.
worker.
Yeah.
Finished that.
It was cool
quick.
collaboration. Like we did a bunch of the art on the video. Like we tagged up all these
Yeah.
frames and stuff. It's actually he has a gallery exhibit, and it's gonna showcase all that art in LA. It's at the Art Box, And
October 1st.
October 1st, and then he has another one in San Francisco, and he's gonna showcase all the art from New South Wales.
Oh, cool. In LA?
And San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco. Okay.
It's like magazines. Super dope.
Oh, that's dope.
He made a little zine. You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
zines?
Yeah. I'm thinking of my lenses, the Rokinon Zine lenses. This is what you're talking about?
That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
that,
too.
yeah, yeah. He's showcasing that at the gallery. Yeah.
Hey,
But,
well,
yeah.
I don't think I'm fully to blame for being slow with the edits, because speaking on like artwork in the videos, like I will make my cuts for you guys, like a music video, and like I think it's done, and then you guys
He's firing
come
back. He's firing back.
you guys come back and you say it needs more, it needs something extra, and then Strikes does some artwork,
So
or
basically it's
Sully
okay,
does
it's-
some artwork, and then you know prolongs.
our
Okay,
fault.
well, here's the
It's
question.
always
our
worth
fault.
it though. I'm not
Hey-
saying it's a bad thing.
So it is worth it.
Yeah, it's always worth it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, that means a lot, man.
Keep it one honey with me. You guys ever do like fake voicemails and put it in the beginning of a song, or are they all
Fake
real?
voicemails.
You know, I feel it's like a classic hip hop thing.
Like the Drake thing.
yeah,
I think no. Honestly, the only not even a voicemail. It was I was writing this one song. It was on No Saints on Night Street. It's called Long Game, and I called my mom, and she was at work, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna record this conversation. I was like talking to her like this. I already knew how she was gonna talk, so I was like, I'm gonna set this up nice. I'm like, hey, what you doing? She's like, I'm at work. I'm like, no, I forget what the whole banter was, but it was super dope. But it wasn't an ex.
Your
wasn't
mom
like-
was telling me about it.
Yeah.
It's like what? Why is he being so sentimental all of a sudden? she's like eating.
Dude.
I'm on my break.
Bro, it was so funny, man. It was
Why is
so
there an
funny.
instrumental in the background?
Why are there luscious chords in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the only time, right?
Yeah, no.
Did we
yeah,
do
yeah,
one?
Yeah, yeah, we do like little monologues in the beginning, but we don't put the radio filter. But the moment you put the radio filter, then it becomes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Filter my voice right now. I'll leave you a voicemail.
But you know,
we don't have that technology.
we do get like random voice memos from women. We just don't use it. We don't accept the request. You know.
What? You get random voicemails?
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
you
like
know,
in the
Yeah, on
in
speak-
The same
on-
way
on
that
your
he got the
speak pipe.
DM
Yeah,
about
your speak
Germany,
pipe.
Oh, on
bro.
speak
It's the
pipe,
same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Email your voicemails
What?
at matt@ebombsworld.com.
Tell them how much you love them, but you hate them at the same time.
You get random voicemails from women in your DMs?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You don't?
Even the guy without the drip gets the voicemail?
Oh my! First of all, you cut him out of the whole video. He hasn't said a single word. And when you bring him
Yeah,
up,
you shit on
call
me.
him the guy without the drip. God damn, bro.
I will, as I said, I'm one to talk. I'm usually the most underdressed anywhere we go when we go film or go to any event. I was the only one.
No, bro,
in
you
the
dripped
whole,
out always.
It's
I don't
called
know,
confidence. It's confidence.
Matt wore shorts
Yeah.
to a formal party. That
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
was hard
we,
as fuck.
We talked about that on the last episode.
That's actually
did.
fashion.
That's
Well, because I lost my GoPro at this event, and I had to go speak with security after, and they were trying to find me in the tapes, and they were asking me, were you wearing a black shirt, were you wearing a long sleeve, and I said I'm the only guy the whole night that was wearing shorts, and they found me in seconds.
They were like, "What kind of tuxedo did you have on?" You're like, "Nope, yellow shorts." Were they the yellow shorts?
no. He retired those ones.
Ah, fuck. That's your look.
What?
The yellow shorts.
We were
Yellow
talking.
That's iconically Matt.
That is actually.
What?
Oh, the yellow
If I were to
shorts.
draw
Oh,
Matt.
Yeah,
the yellow shorts.
Yeah, if you were to
If
do
you
his
were to
like
draw
Simpsons
Matt, it would-
character.
yeah.
Is it really?
It would be the.
We
yellow
were
shorts.
talking
But
about
those
how
are like a year old.
we were talking about how the shorts, how we play off the shorts at the party. And then I think we came to a decision that you were going to hop in the pool to shoot. So it would be natural, like, oh, okay, that's why he's wearing shorts.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Wow, my ankles are bone dry.
yeah.
Oh man.
But you're so hyped on the security cam getting the GoPro.
I'm very hyped on that.
So
Well,
I used to work a casino security.
yeah, right.
Yeah, and it does zoom in that.
You know
that
all
much.
about the eye in the sky then.
Oh.
Like how
man.
far? How far does it zoom in?
It zooms in far. It zooms in far.
Like
I've
say the
seen-
camera was in that corner.
You can zoom into
Your
like,
pores.
To
Yeah.
your pores, yeah.
God damn.
And you can like focus and stuff.
I mean, my dad cam can do that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's all dad cams at the casino.
Oh yeah, just up in the corners.
Hella dad
You have to be a dad to work in security.
wearing this jacket.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that didn't have a kid in the. Nah, I don't know.
Tell us about your security job. Where did you work? Or you worked a couple of security jobs? didn't you?
Yeah. Before
Multiple.
before Manila Grey, I just did graveyard shifts. I did casino security, surveillance, and floor security.
And the Stevenson one, that one was
I worked
crazy.
at the harbor. That shit was. I have a lot of crazy stories from there. I worked at the airport security as well, doing surveillance. So I see all of it. I've seen a lot of shit. And then at the harbor, when I used to work at the harbor.
What's the harbor?
The harbor, Stevenson Harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's where all the boats are. It's basically like a trailer park for boats, and they just needed a guy at nighttime to just drive around and keep the peace.
This is for the fishermen.
Yeah. And so you just kind of saw the fisherman lifestyle and, you know, how they lived on the boats. And Stevenson's very old and very, very haunted. And it's very eerie at night.
A lot of spirits.
A lot of spirits, exactly. I had two. There was one time that I was on the docks and I was checking the plugs. All these boats have plugs to get the electricity. So you gotta check if they melt over the winter or whatever. And one time there was a seal that just came up on the dock right in front of me. This was 3 a.m, dark, and then this massive like German Shepherd shape just comes out of the water, and it was just me and him. We were just staring at each other, and I was like, "Holy shit, what do I do right now?" And I think I just made a loud sound. Like hitting the dock.
The seal.
Yeah, I just started punching the seal. It was crazy. And it went back in the water.
A fist fight.
And I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, this is my territory. Shit like that happens. And the craziest thing that happened was I get a call. So nothing usually happens on the graveyard shift, right? 3 a.m, I get a call from the cops, and they're like, yo, we're looking for this guy. He's been stealing bikes in the neighborhood, and he might be around the harbor. So I'm like, all right, cool, man. I'm gonna take a look around. I don't see anything, but okay, sure. So I drive back, and then all of a sudden, there's a shit ton of cops outside the harbor, and they're like, we need you to open this gate. The guy's in the water. So I'm like, all right, let me open the gate. And this guy, November, in the water, swimming around, trying to run away from the cops.
GTA 6 out soon.
GTA vibes. And I'm like, all right.
Spoiler.
So we're just following this
stars?
guy. The cops came with the dogs, and he gets in the harbor. So he dives into the water. He gets in the harbor, past the gates, underwater. And then we get inside the harbor, and we're like, where's this guy? And we just see footsteps on the frost, on the ground, and it's leading up to the bathrooms. And the guy clocked himself in the bathroom, and the cops was like, hey, we need you to unlock it. And there's like 7 cops on each side of this bathroom. They have 2 dogs. The dog's going crazy, and they're like, we need the security guy to unlock the door. And I'm like, excuse me, guys, excuse me. Let me unlock the door. And unlock the door, and then I like step aside, and they just bust the door open. They're like, get the fuck down, get the fuck down. And yeah, it was my big world star moment during my security career.
That was during the winter?
That was during November.
And he jumped in the water.
He jumped in the water. I think he got hypothermia. Like, the ambulances came, and the first thing they did, thankfully, was put a blanket on the guy. But it was a pretty crazy chase, man. And
That's fucking wild.
that never happens. So I'm there at 3 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, I was pretty instrumental to that case.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
That's so good, man.
Wow.
That's so good.
Neeks, you must have worked at the same place as Saul at one point? Or did you guys
At one point.
You guys actually worked at the same
Yeah, it
same
was
company?
at River
Casino.
Rock Casino. And I was a car dealer at the time. That was a crazy time, man. Like, looking back on it.
Yeah, like, do you guys go to the casino much?
Never.
Never once played any games.
When
at a
you
casino.
work at the casino, that's where you see like the
Crazy
lowest
shit.
of the low. Like, you gotta like look at the guy and be like, do I give this guy a pamphlet, like a self-help pamphlet?
Yeah.
You gotta be trained for that kind of stuff, because like people be losing their
Oh man, like
whole
that
life savings.
that place is like even for me, like when I became a dealer, I was 19 years old. Went through the whole the whole training process, everything. Seeing the odds, seeing all the numbers, but still somehow I got caught up because I was like, oh, this is pretty sick. You know what I mean? I can put $10 down and make $30. Where else are you gonna do that? You know what I mean? So Like I worked there for 2 years total, and it honestly felt like I was working for that 2 years. I was working at 2 different casinos, one as a dealer and one as a player. So I would take the tips that we would make and like go to this other casino and play there, and most likely lose it. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy. It's like your mind doesn't know how to understand, like, money never comes this easy, no matter what. You might hit a win. There was this one day where I came in with like $40. This was probably the craziest day ever. Came in with $40. I'm rich, bitch. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And then came in with $40, and I was like playing around, playing some roulette, and then I jumped on the slot machine. The spin cost me $3. I clicked it. First one I lost. Clicked it again. Second one, bro, I won $3,000. $3,000 on that spin. So in your mind, exactly.
That one's more applicable.
Exactly. In your mind, you're like, holy shit, where can I put $3 into something and make this much, right? Bro, the 5 days after that, so I won the $3,000 on the Friday. 5 days after that, I went back, ended up losing $6,000 within the 5 days. Because your mind goes, I can make money here. Mm-hmm. And then you lose it, and then you chase it, and then you chase it more, and then you chase it more. And the next thing you know, you're fucking 20 years old with a maxed out visa that you thought was free money because you don't understand paper because they don't teach you that shit in school. And now you got to figure out your life again. You know what I mean? So that's why I believe that the casino is a very dark place unless you have your control. But you can lose control easily because when you lose money, your mind goes, I got to make that money back.
Yeah. It's meant for you to lose money.
Now you see that, right? That happened to me. But you go to a casino and there's hundreds of motherfuckers. Who else is that happening to? You know what I mean? And it's like, you see that. And you, like where we work, we got to the point where we were handling the high limit players. And these guys aren't the guys that bring $40, $300 to the casino at night. These are the guys that they make you hand count. I was hand counting $10,000 in $5 bills because they just wanted to be assholes that night.
Who, the players?
Really? The players, yeah. Like they would come in, like say they don't like you, right? They'll just have like a bag of
Just have a personal vendetta against the dealer.
Yeah, like sometimes they'll be like, you know what, I wanna fuck around with this guy. I want to fuck around with this guy. They make you count $10,000 in fives, or if they like you, they'll make
$10,000 in fives.
Dude, it was fucked. It was mad. Like you're there for like 30 minutes. I mean, it's cool because you're just getting paid to count money, but it's like that was like.
Is it really because they have a vendetta? Why? Like, what's the reason why they wouldn't like you? What did you do?
You made them lose the last time they played at your table.
Quote unquote made you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But it's not up to you. It's like, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
To some people, it's like, it's all about luck. It's all about, you know, the aura of the room, the feng shui, you know what I mean? All that shit. And it was like, that was the craziest shit. There was a guy that threw, so you could, when you're playing the high limit room, you can basically get whatever you want to eat. And homie ordered like this, like soup. It was like a noodle soup, beef noodle soup or whatever. He got so pissed because he played, this is like upstairs. Like you as a normal person, you can't go in this room. He got so pissed at this dealer that he flipped his soup over and like, obviously it got all over like the table, the dealer and everything. But like, that just shows you like how much people get triggered and affected in that place, man.
Oh my Jesus.
And then imagine working graveyard and seeing this shit.
And then you gotta call security, and then I gotta show up, and I gotta be like, "Hey, man, can you clean this up, or just leave?" Or,
Are you dumb?
Can I see your ID? That's the worst when they don't want to show their ID, and they're clearly like 18 or 19. There's one time, well, you start to learn like where the cameras are. So when I work floor security, whenever they were being assholes, they don't want to give their IDs. Sometimes like you just gotta smile, but like you can do the complete opposite action where you're giving them the ID back, and it's like, oh, I accidentally dropped the ID on the floor. You go pick up your ID. Stuff like that to sort of just like, I guess, give back to, I don't know, like say they're assholes to you, right? Like they'll be fuming if you don't let them in. And you just start to learn these techniques to piss them off even more. Maybe like, you know, go off to the side or something and kind of just like give them a little shoulder tap, a little hard shoulder tap, and then they'll get really upset. And then our security supervisors are like huge, like 6'5" dudes. And then, you know, if they want to start a fight, then you just call back up and it's all good. You know? But it sucks. It's like, well, I was 20 when I was working there. So it's very intimidating. Like if, say, like a dealer calls us and it's like, you got to kick this guy out. He's throwing a tantrum. You got to like really know how to de-escalate it. Because once they're in that mindset of they just lost 10 G's, you know, like you got to really be able to calm them down and because you can't like necessarily drag them out. You know what I mean?
What's the most you ever saw someone win?
Win?
Yeah.
Probably like the highest I saw was, so there's obviously different colored chips, right? The red chip is the lowest one. It's a $5 chip. And then the highest chip is a brown chip, and it's a $5,000 chip. So this guy had 2 stacks of the $5,000 chip, which is, what is that? I'm trying to do the math quick. Can't do the math.
100 grand?
100 grand per stack. And he left with the 2 stacks of the brown chips.
Dang.
200 grand. But I guarantee you, bro, like there's no way that
You're not allowed to take.
He was like up.
Take the chips right home.
No, you can.
You can.
You can. But they most likely cash that out and then they give you your paper.
I was at a casino once in Kamloops, BC, and I was on tour. I was working for BC Place, and it was a really small casino, so like low ceilings, just a weird, like casinos are a weird vibe, right? So this one's a particular weird because it's in a small town and it's just a small casino. And we're sitting there at the blackjack table. I think we're playing for like $10, and some very, very small, very effeminate man walks in holding like a purse, and he's with this really tall, like 6'5", very masculine looking guy. And you're like, this is a weird duo of people to be showing up at midnight. He sits down, he, you know, pulls his purse over. He puts down, I don't know, a couple $100, like maybe 500, maybe $1,000, goes all in, wins. Plays another hand, goes all in, wins, does it a third time, walks out, leaves.
No way. That was gangster.
Wow.
So super. And I was like, I bet you there's a gun in that little purse. Like he had the energy of like a tiny, effeminate mobster.
That's fucking epic.
And this big guy was like his like muscle. It felt like it was just such a weird moment. I was like, what is going on here?
God damn, man.
So
Sometimes
that's
people
my
have
casino experience.
Do you gamble often?
No, not at all. It doesn't appeal to me.
It's not a good place to be, man.
No.
Yeah.
I would do like I can wrap my mind around like poker.
That one's fun.
It's a game. It's there's a strategy.
Exactly.
You can randomly lose. You know, it's not like boxing or something
But
where you can just be
the
the
odds
best,
are better, right? You're not
odds are
playing
better.
with casino odds. You're playing with
With
hard
other people,
odds.
yeah.
And the best people win. Like
Exactly.
over a long enough period of time, right? You're going to average out and be a winner.
Exactly.
Well, you're saying how you see the people who are like broken and suffering, but now it's so easy to gamble at home. It's easier than ever with like
100%,
crypto gambling.
100%.
Like there's people
Yeah.
suffering now
Sports
behind closed.
betting.
Well, I mean,
behind
if you guys
closed
look
doors.
at it recently, Twitch banned live streaming gambling because it was kids that were watching this. It wasn't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can easily click the yes, I am 18 and over fucking button on your computer. You know what I mean? There's no like, you have to send your ID or anything. So, yeah,
Well,
which is a good thing. Like that Twitch did that because, like, I get it. Those guys are making huge amounts of money streaming it. They might have lost, you know, a source of income there, but you're fucking around with like young kids that think it's this easy to make paper. You got to hustle for your paper, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy.
I mean, won't they just move to the next website though?
Probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just talking about the Twitch platform as a whole. I mean, it's a huge platform where people.
It's hard to
it already
replace
has it already has the audience. You know what I mean?
Guys, I wanted to learn a little bit more about your roots growing up in the Philippines, because you talk a lot about like growing up in the mud, growing up in the slums. Yeah, I just want to hear more about that.
Well, I mean, like I shined some light on it earlier. You know what I mean? But it's a crazy place to be because you start seeing life in a different light. You know what I mean? Like my uncles and my aunts, every day whenever we'd visit, they'd wake up at like 5:30 in the morning, ready to go, make breakfast for the whole family, start doing laundry, start doing their chores, just doing everything. It just feels like people there live such a full wholesome life, and it makes you think about like the life you live here. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we have the luxury to wake up at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon just because, you know. But there, it's like if they don't wake up, they don't make money. If they don't make money, they don't eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just growing up there, you know, from my perspective, I didn't know, you know, the conditions that I was living in just because I was born there and I went to school there. And it was a pretty big part of my childhood. And I would say the vibe there, you know, there's a lot of struggle, but it's very community based. My grandpa could go down the street and his barber's there. You know, when I went back home to my neighborhood, Cavite, my grandpa introduced me to all the people on the block. And, you know, my grandma was friends with a lot of the vendors at the market, you know, where she buys the vegetables and the fruits. So it's very community based. And I think actually that's where I learned like the hustle mentality was through my grandma, like building relationships, connections. So when she goes to the market, she's just like, hey man, you cool? What's up? What's up? Hey, you can give me a discount? You know what I mean? And she had a bunch of plugs. And I think that's kind of where and my mom learned that. And I think she passed that on to me, just building relationships and building a network around you. And, you know, you take that and you bring it to Canada. But coming to Canada was tough, man. Like, we came here no money. Like, my parents basically had no plans. I think we had $1,000 that was borrowed and went to the airport. And then it was like, where did we find the apartment? And then we made a few calls, and my grandpa luckily had a homie that took us in for a month. And then we moved out into a basement in Richmond. No furniture, just cardboard boxes on the floor. You know, we're having our meals there, and then we would lay down all the beddings on the floor. But I feel like this is sort of where the Filipino, the family dynamic comes in, where as long as we're together and we're all kind of,
okay.
Everything is going to be fine. But growing up there, you know, I got to experience the 5 a.m. wake-up calls, boiling the water, you know, taking a bath with the boiled water using a thing called tabo, and you just, you know, it's just like a little pail, a little bucket,
Yeah.
a little bucket, and you take a shower in the morning, you go to school by 6, you get home by 5 p.m., you do your homework, you watch your cartoons, and then you're doing it all over again. And we always talk about like what would happen if we had stayed in the Philippines and didn't move to Canada. You know, I'd probably be like 50 pounds overweight. It's all Jollibee and street food.
The food there is amazing, which is good. But
it's very humbling, just like coming from there, and because I vividly remember like my childhood, so I can kind of compare to this day. And you know, I think that's what really pushes me to continue being creative, because I don't know if I would even have the opportunity to be creative if I grew up there.
Yeah.
So just coming here, it's almost like the game mode is on easy. You know, you go from hard mode to easy, and you're but the system here is different, you know. So it's a different game out here. But over there, it's definitely you kind of just have to do. That's it. You know, there's no strategizing. If you're in that environment, specifically like lower middle class. But I grew up in a Navy base, an Air Force base, and
an Air Force base. Wait.
Yeah. So it's an American.
Picturing like a giant like warehouse building.
It's a full base. You go in and it's gated, and the Americans left it there. Americans used to live there.
They turned it into like housing.
They turned it into housing and
malls and everything.
A lot of concrete, I imagine.
Yeah, there's no malls by that area actually. It's just it's like a massive base. You go in and there's homes that are kind of designed like American homes, but obviously now they're very, very. It's from the 50s or maybe the 40s, and it's just kind of all run down now, and they all left, and the Filipinos sort of started living there. But that's where I grew up, and I just saw this huge wall every day with graffiti on it, and I would always wonder what's on the other side of this wall. And then we moved into the Air Force base, and then I got to see what's on the other side.
That's epic.
But yeah, we also used to live by cockfighting ring. So
Sorry,
you
cock ring?
No, cockfighting ring.
Oh my God.
So you just hear the announcer like taking bets. You hear him on the megaphone every afternoon. My grandpa would go, gamble a little bit.
Is there still cockfighting?
I'm sure, man.
I'm sure there is.
sure
Yeah,
there is.
it's like pretty embedded in our culture.
I've also seen, I haven't been to one, but I've seen some signs in the cities for, it straight up says midget fighting. Like big
we were
signs.
there. And what's funny, we saw that and we were cracking up, right? And then we were going out to the club and we just saw all of them by the sidewalk, like finish their shift and they're just hyped.
They're
And
just
like,
homies, man.
They're just all homies and they're
making
gassing
bread,
each other
bro.
up. They're like, yo, we're about to go to the club, but take some shots. You see them like
living the life.
like massaging each other and shit. Like, yo, great job today.
Yeah, but
That's
to get
awesome.
in the club, they have to stack on each other's shoulders and put on a trench coat.
Oh my
Put
God.
on a fake mustache.
One alcohol, please.
One bottle of tequila.
No, but honestly, man, like it's a blessing to have experienced both sides of that life. You know what I mean? Like seeing that the hardship and all that, and it like Saul said, it teaches you hustle. It teaches you like play this game of life with the cards that you're dealt.
And I think the most
know?
beautiful part is now, fast forward years later, we are actually seeing right in front of us the changes of the youth and the youth culture because through the music. So before Manila Grey, there was no Manila Grey. And so when we came out with Time Zone, Silver Skies, we had the dyed hair. People saw us wear puffers in the middle of the forest in the jungle.
Yes.
People
I was there.
You were there. You were filming.
You guys
it.
were suffering
You almost got us killed
for
man.
the culture.
Fire ants, snakes,
Yep.
But we saw the youth culture literally evolve right in front of us, and the fashion's different. Music is now there's a lot of original Filipino music on the radio that's actually really dope, and we're just so happy to be part of adding onto that culture, and adding to that culture of the youth. Because when I was there, when I had left, we didn't have that culture at all. It was a completely different vibe. People wore different things. There was no new musicians coming out, and we used to talk about all the time on how the U.S. every year they have new musicians coming out. Every year, every year there's just a new up and comer, and just now is the Philippines really, every year there's a new fresh guy coming out. And we noticed that it was after Manila Grey started coming out and we started really being unapologetic with the music. And I think it gave everybody else confidence to be like, hey, I could do that too.
Like how many times have the videos you filmed for us been replicated? You know what I mean? Ever since
In terms of the
Well, people are
shots.
dressing like you now too.
yeah, just everything, man.
Yeah, but honestly, it's all love. Like we love seeing it. We like when we went back. I'm sure you saw like how developed it is now, and there's a certain shift in ideologies when it comes to fashion and music and just the lifestyle.
And that's the love for the art, bro. If nobody's copying you, you're not doing anything.
And it's
right.
even the kids
You
in
know?
the slums. Like it's even kids in the slums. Like they still want to be fresh, And I think that's all we wanted. Like we promote the lifestyle of just not being bummy. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in. Like it's about the energy that you carry yourself with, right? So just going back home and seeing that is like I think is probably the most beautiful part of coming from the Philippines is being able to go back and implement what we've learned and give it to the culture. I think that's super important for us.
Yeah, on our last visit, I mean, more and more people are coming up to you on the streets, and people are taking photos with you. We can't sit in a restaurant without the waiting staff coming out and lining up for photos.
Yeah, I
even
think every
even
restaurant.
the craziest part was when we landed and we were in grabbing our bags. The manager of Philippine Airlines was like, "Yo, can you sign this for us?" And we're like, "God damn,
Where's
man."
our free flights?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's expensive, man.
Well, you guys, you just mentioned that you didn't have like access to the kind of music that exists now. But what was originally inspiring you? Because I mean, Saul, you mentioned, I remember you saying years ago, like, I've been hip hop.
For
And
sure.
it's true because I've seen the like dad cam home family videos of you and you're wearing like the low basketball shorts and
Yes,
you
sir.
were hip hop.
It was
Yes,
it was
sir.
the
Like,
OGs
what-
of the game.
honestly,
bro.
it's like-
it was like the 50 cents. The you know what I mean?
My first album was The Massacre by 50 Cent. And honestly, it comes down to me coming to Canada and I can't relate to anything. You know, I lived in Steveston and, you know, there's not many Filipinos. And that's how I met these guys because I kind of wandered off into the city and I had met other young Filipinos that were making music. But before that, you know, all I really had was CDs and
music,
hip hop. And my Tito Mario, he put me on to Kanye West. Like he had a Honda and every time we would go on like a trip, he'd be like, yo, ride with me. Show me like Kanye West, show me a lot of R&B. Actually, a lot of Kelly Rowland, Destiny's Child, Jamie Foxx, and I remember going to my grandma. She was here for a vacation from the Philippines, and I was like, I need this CD, and it was 50 Cent, The Massacre, and she was like, I don't understand it, I don't get it, why? And I'm like, just trust, and I just started studying the game, man, downloading mixtapes. And at that time, like we were just downloading a lot of mixtapes, listening, and it just got us through a lot of trials and tribulations, especially high school.
Yeah.
And the fashion in high school too, like we were wearing LRG, Echo, Averex,
South Pole.
Yeah.
There's so much cool.
Fat
P&B.
Farm, PMB, and
Sounds like a lot of Filipinos that I went to school with. I mean, there was a lot of Filipinos and they were always dressed the flyest for
Yeah,
sure.
bro. Like I think it's like.
But no one understood, you know. No, at that time, you know, I got bullied for just wearing dope streetwear, and I was like, "What are you guys?" What are you
Jason,
It's when you wanna be-
why'd you bully him?
Yeah,
Jason
Jason
went to
talks
bully,
about
right?
that a lot. He was like, "Oh, it was so fun bullying."
Oh man.
I hate that
That's
guy.
fucked up.
Fuck that guy.
Number one.
No,
bullshit
but like
guy.
back then, man, like as a kid, when you memorize like a dope Bone Thugs and Harmony verse, you're like, oh man, that was super cool. You know what I mean? Like you feel like $1 million because you memorize this guy's verse, and I feel like that's what led us to this path of music and creativity.
Oh, and shout out to MuchMusic. I think that was a huge part of our childhood.
Yeah.
Much Rap City, Much Vibe.
Much
That was a
vibe,
big
yeah.
one. I used to tape like all the music videos. I remember seeing this one video with T.I. and just seeing like the women in it, and I was like, oh my god, this is the lifestyle I want to live. This is it.
Yeah,
This is
man.
what I want my career to be.
Who was the guy? Was it Master T? Was that the guy's name? Do you remember? He got the dreads on Rap City.
Was he the VJ?
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know if his name was Master T.
I think it was
but-
Master T.
Yeah.
That was a good time, man.
yeah,
That
I
was
went through a
good
huge
time.
Much Music phase too.
And then everyone kind of taps out the moment the French music comes on. That's usually at like 1 a.m.
yeah,
It's
or
all right,
like
it's time to hit
there was
bed.
weird shows that I didn't get when I was a kid, like The Wedge.
Oh yeah. That was
Yeah,
more
what-
like indie rock.
Yeah,
Do you guys remember when MTV2 came out in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one of the coolest channels, man.
that was like was that where Made?
Yo Mama. Remember Yo Mama?
Remember the show Made?
Yeah, Made was on there.
Yeah, I watched that like
Yeah.
before school every morning.
Where they'd have like the remaking music video show. Do you remember that? Where like
No.
they'd get a fan and they'd recreate like a Jennifer Lopez music
No
video.
way.
Yeah.
That's epic.
The craziest one is Pimp My Car and how ridiculous.
My Ride.
Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
And how ridiculous the modifications are. It's like here's a espresso machine in your car.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Remember this
yeah.
guy?
TVs.
Oh my God.
Master T.
Oh yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Exhibit, man.
Exhibit.
Exhibit was
He's like,
the
what am I gonna
boy.
do with this espresso machine?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there'd be like a fish tank in the trunk.
It's like you're driving down the highway 200 kilometers an hour, and then you're just like, let's make an espresso right now.
There was always a PS2. There was always a PS2 in the car.
Yeah, they did a great job at like fleshing it right into the car though. You know what I mean?
I would just assume the person sold it immediately.
Probably.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah, I feel like there were a lot of like malfunctions in those cars.
Yeah.
That was Much Music was where I first caught on to Nardwar too, and
Right.
it's still like
He was on MuchMusic.
yeah, way back.
Yeah.
Still like obsessed watching his videos. What do you guys think it takes to get Nardwar to come and talk to you?
I think you got to DM him, bro.
You gotta DM
Leave him a voicemail.
I did send him an email one time.
Yeah, I emailed him recently to try to get him on the podcast.
You did?
epic.
Yeah.
Did he respond?
No.
He responded to us when I asked him to be in How to Be a Canadian or How to Be a Canadian
Oh
too.
wow. Epic.
Oh yeah.
And at the time, I think he had like recently had a stroke.
Oh yeah.
And he said, "Thanks for emailing, but I'm not quite rocking yet." And I think he big time.
No, that guy's.
But that's okay.
That guy's the
He's a
goat.
true.
Yeah. If
big
anyone
time
knows,
legend.
Nardwar.
I think everybody
Yeah.
knows Nardwar.
No.
Oh,
like
knows
personally
personally.
knows him. Get in touch with us. We'd love to interview him.
We love you, Nardwar. Talk to these guys, please. It'd be
Come on.
epic.
Oh yeah. These guys.
How do you know that?
Yeah. You
How
gotta
did
start
you know
working.
about the specific soup that was poured on me when I was a dealer?
Yeah.
How did you know about the
Well, we
sale?
have to know. I have one sound from Nardwar.
Oh yeah. Is that designer? This is designer.
No, that's Nardwar.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. Back to the Philippines. Shout out the Philippines. Thank you for all.
Do you guys remember the
everything you
first?
taught me.
You guys remember the first day you guys met?
I don't-
First day,
I
like
don't
actually
remember the
boiling it
first day.
down.
Like I feel like it was like at the mall in the food court.
I don't remember.
Was it with?
Like, wow,
It
I
might have
don't- I
been
don't
with the
remember.
boy Ross. Might have been with the boy Ross
Yeah.
somewhere.
I
I don't remember.
If you go to
man.
the mall, you play basketball, you're bound to meet. But I don't. This is a long time ago.
You guys like before you met, were you? I guess you were already individually interested in music,
Yeah.
I was already
like listening to music and just being a music fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
But were you making music?
Yes.
We were.
Individually?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was making music individually, and then I hit him up for a collab because everybody was rapping at that time, and he just pulled up, made some music, and then that's it.
I think we met online, honestly, looking back on it now. Because we grew up in two very different sides of the city. You know what I mean? Like,
no, bro, we just met like at like a recording session or some shit, or maybe like Boxing Day at the mall or whatever.
Like how old were you?
I
think it was grade 9.
16,
So
15.
what is that?
What did recording look like at that point?
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
Computer mic, like
Yeah.
the stick computer mic.
Yeah.
And then
Audacity. Shout out Audacity.
Oh, Audacity.
Audacity.
Yeah,
We've
and
all
then you
used
take
that.
you take a sock, you take a hanger.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I've
And
done
you
that with
stretch the
nylon or
sock.
something.
Yeah, and then you attach the hanger to the, I don't know, to the fucking table, I guess.
To
Like
make
how
like a
Matt
pop
was
filter.
trying to
To
fix that
make a pop filter.
camera.
Yeah, and then yeah, I remember this one time, this guy, he pulled up and he was like, "Yeah, I'm down to record," and I engineer, so like I record vocals, and at that time I was just learning. I was 15 years old, and this guy was like, "Man, the way you record vocals suck." As I'm recording him, and I just kicked him out of the house. I was like, "Get the fuck out of my
Get the fuck out.
get the fuck out of my
How
house."
old was this guy?
Well, Jason deserved
He
it
was
because he was
18.
bullying you.
It was actually Jason.
Jason strikes again.
Yeah, so I tried recording Jason.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you just kicked him out.
I just kicked him. I was like, "Get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
house,
good
man."
for you.
Yeah, and then I just recorded myself, and then that's how I became a solo act.
Nice. So you guys recorded in your bedroom, I guess.
Yeah.
And you uploaded to like SoundClick.
SoundClick, yeah, SoundClick, and then there was a tab there called Traditional Asian, and then there was like a chart. There was a chart, and then there was probably only maybe 100 people using that as the genre, so it wasn't hard to get up to the charts, but it felt good when you got to like number 5 most played. But you would go to all the homies and be like, "Check out the song, play the song," so it would go up on the charts.
What else
That
was
was
on
the
the
time.
What else was on the traditional Asian chart?
It was just all Filipino hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It was
was-
huge, man. It was
was
huge
huge,
at the
yeah.
time.
And it's all in Tagalog?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we did English.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something that you think you would tap into? Is like including some Tagalog and
Oh yeah, we have a bunch of demos right now that we've been working on, like really exploring that side of creating music.
And it's
I think
really
we played
cool.
you some of them.
Our language is really poetic,
Yeah.
so it just works well on music. Especially now, like with all the new musicians coming out in Manila, you can just hear the evolution, and we take inspiration from that now. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I think I had a conversation with a YouTuber, in the Philippines who has trouble deciding whether he should make his content in Tagalog, or whatever dialect it is that he speaks, or English, because he's alienating his North American audience by doing it in Tagalog. But he says that his Filipino viewers, if they're watching something in English, they think that he's a tryhard.
I feel like, first of all, you just got to block all that out.
Block it out.
If you're creating content, you can't give a shit about what anybody says. You know what I mean? Because they're not the
really
ones going in to do it, But that is true.
That's really interesting, though, because a lot of the big vloggers in Manila are all mostly English. Yeah. And it's interesting.
Just depends on who's in his ear.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Is this the mountain biking homie?
Yeah, that's Mark.
Ah.
Yeah, shout out Mark.
Should we play one of our games now?
Oh, let's go.
Oh man,
it doesn't have to be
some other questions.
It doesn't have to be the last thing we do.
We could quick hit them with some questions. How about that? You guys want to blast through some questions?
Yeah,
sure.
let's do it.
Who are some of your favorite artists right now? And at the moment,
right now,
who are you gonna show love to?
Right now, well, Kanye's still up there for sure. Kanye's super dope. Who dropped recently? Who have you been listening to?
I haven't really. I've been listening to a lot of like alternative stuff, like just more old school. Listening to a lot of Sade. Just more. Just more R&B vibes. Who else? You guys want hip hop?
Anything? What do you like?
Oh, Kendrick. That new Kendrick album was super dope, super inspiring. I've been listening to a lot of Don Toliver.
Yeah, let's see.
Super clean. Future. Oh, Thames. Oh
Thames.
my God, Thames, man.
Yeah.
What about, there was like someone you were playing a lot in the Philippines. It's like some like kind of like R&B song. You guys were like nonstop playing it. Yeah, I heard it in the bathroom. I heard it in the car. Like everywhere I went, one of you guys, either you or like Azelle was playing it. I don't know.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
It'll probably come to you.
R&B song.
Might be a local guy. I'm not sure.
Probably, but
I don't remember.
I don't
man.
know. Anyways.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Fire.
What's the best thing about being in Manila Grey?
Creativity.
Yeah.
Lots of creativity flowing within the gang.
just being able to create freely. I think that's the culture that we made around us, just to be unapologetic, express yourself, and don't hold back.
What's the worst thing about being in Manila Grey?
I think it's also a blessing, but just the actual work of running the business and booking flights, going on tours. You need to find a balance so you can still come home and not get burnt out. And you need to find a balance to be able to hang out with fam and run the business at the same time and be creative at the same time. Because at the end of it, after all the Excel sheets, you have to go in the studio and you have to make something from scratch. So I think that's probably the toughest part.
100%. I'd agree with that.
Do you guys clash when you work?
Not often.
Not often.
But when you do, it's more like we just want to create something so fucking amazing, and it's like, it's more coming from a place of passion.
Yeah. And I think it's every idea is valid. You got to explore every idea. You got to explore it quick and just see if it works. And then if it doesn't, then you move on. But it's just like when you're in the studio, you really have to drop the ego. Doesn't matter if you wrote this or you did this. If this sounds better being sung by the other person, then that's fine. Like, for example, Time Zones, the hook, I wrote it, Neek sang the hook, and it works better. Silver Skies, he wrote the hook, I sang the hook. It works better. And then the rest of the song is written together. So it's just about kind of dropping the ego and really what's the best for the song,
How do you guys remain such good friends over all this time?
Well, I think it's the brotherhood that we have built. You know what I mean? It's like hanging out with your brother the whole way through. You know what I mean?
And it's also like you guys, ones.
I mean, but you guys particularly have inspired me to want to be better friends with my other friends, because you guys are just so tight, and you guys, I've never seen you really clash over the last 10 years, maybe once or twice or something, but nothing ever major. You guys just remain such solid homies.
I think it's just understanding that we're not just friends, we're fucking family at this point. And it's like, no matter what, through hardship, through happiness, we're just going to ride by each other no matter what, you know what I mean? And I think that's the most that's the most honest way and most beautiful way that you could rock a friendship, you know?
It's just a certain bond when you have met each other for a long time that, you know, you guys, Matt, Neeks, the rest of the ones, Zelly, Strikes, Sai, like, they're going to be the uncles of my kids eventually. Like, you guys are going to be the uncle of my kids. And I think it's just from the bond that we build through art, actually, which is amazing. Yeah. And anytime there's, like, tension, all you got to do is make art, and all of a sudden everyone's cool, you know? So I think it's like the art just continues to fuel everyone's friendships and pushes each other, too.
How do you guys define success for yourselves?
So that's the thing, you know, we were talking about that. What is your success? What is your version of success? And every artist needs to ask themselves that, because it's either you do, you know, say you're a musician, right? You could be cool, like, people want to do stadiums, but you can also be a working artist that makes 6 figures and not do the stadiums, but do sold out tours everywhere. Or for example, for us, like, we're in a weird interesting niche where we have a lot of fans in North America, just as much fans as in Manila, but the way we impact culture there is crazy. It's the longevity is crazy. And we ask ourselves, you know, say we don't do Rogers Arena, we don't do stadiums, but what is our life? What is our life's work, and what is our impact to the overall culture? And for us, like, we don't even look at, we just work, and we do the shows, and it's under our belt. And we have a North Star, obviously, of where we want to be, but I think it really depends, because we might not be doing stadiums, but we're impacting a whole culture, because there was no Manila Grey before Manila Grey. And we're adding, everything that we do adds. Every verse that he drops on a song is now embedded in the ether of culture, you know? So it doesn't matter what we do as long as we're creating. And I think success for me personally is just being able to make money and freely create. I might not be able to do stadiums, but I consider myself successful to just be able to create and make money off it.
I think it's just that goal of being financially free and just doing what you love for the rest of your life, where you're not like, fuck, I hate my job.
But different.
I love my job. You know what I mean? Like, we get to fucking be here, be with the homies, hang out. Like, I can see how some people think that you're just, you know, just kicking it and having fun all the time, but it's like, it's way more than that. You know what I mean? You're just here and you get to create and you get to put it out to the world. And
like, people back home, for example, you know, in the Philippines, you know, to them, they might consider themselves successful because they're happy and they're just, you know, with fam, and they have a decent job. They're taking care of their
bills
family.
are paid and everything's
and
good.
Like, for example, my parents, I would consider them successes because they've managed to move out. We've managed to move out of the slums, and we've managed to come here, and we're here now, you know. No furniture, right? So, and then their kids are thriving. So I think, like, they consider themselves successful.
I mentioned earlier that it was never a question of if, it was just a matter of when for you. And you were always very specific with your wording, Neeks. And I remember that you wouldn't say, if we go on tour, I'm going to do this. You would always word it very specifically, when we go on tour. Now that you are actually going on tours, selling out shows, do you get performance anxiety, or do you feel imposter syndrome up there?
No, I would say it's like, it all stems from just like manifestation. You know what I mean? And I feel like our group is really good at that. And when I'm up there, I guess I'm speaking for both of us. It's like, we know we're up there to entertain, but also like inspire. And that's like, that takes away all performance anxiety. It's more like, let me enjoy my time on the stage and soak in every minute and really be here, be present in the moment with these people that paid tickets to see us live. You know what I mean? And
it's the opposite, actually. When we go to concerts, we look up and we're like, you get the itch to perform. Just when you see someone else perform. And I think it's just a certain, we've always had a theatrical side of us ever since we were kids. And it's just this itch to want to perform. And actually what we've been trying to do is every city, we try to get to know the crowd, because every city has a different crowd. New York is a little bit more rowdy. LA is a little bit more sing-along. You know, San Francisco is very hyphy. They got the chains. And You know, they're bouncing and it's a different energy. And so what we try to do is like, instead of it being an anxiety thing going on stage, the flights, the hotels, that's work. But when you're on stage, that's actually when you're home, and you should be able to hang with the homies. Like the fans are the homies and the homegirls, you know? So that's when you get the J, you get a little drink, you perform, you sing songs together. And I think that's like,
it's just a big hang, bro.
Yeah, it's a big hang.
It's beautiful that it's gone to the point where it's not just a 200 person hang. It's like thousands of people just hanging out in one room for that hour and a half that we're on stage. And it's like
we actually feel more comfortable on stage, I would say.
Yeah, it's nice, man. I feel uncomfortable just being at home, man.
I mean, or like I've seen you guys before a show, you know, you have the stresses of the day and you guys are kind of like anxious getting up there. I know you're going to crush it. You go up there, you do your thing. And when you come off, you're like different people. You're like, oh my God, that was so sick. Yo, I want to go back up there. You guys are all like fired up.
Man. I mean, bro, just think about the dopamine rush that you fucking get.
And you black out when you're on stage. Like, I don't even remember the performance. We do like an hour and a half on stage.
Yeah,
which is a long time, and it feels like 15 minutes. Like we literally just become different people on stage, and it's like pure expression.
And there's this once in a lifetime moment where you zone out, but you zone in, if that makes sense, to what you're doing, and you remember that entire performance. But it doesn't happen all the time. But when you do feel that, you're like, oh my God.
Where's the most memorable show you've played?
Well, the one that always, like, I always bring up is the Xylo one, but I think recently that San Francisco one for me was crazy. It was crazy.
It was probably New York. When we did New York, sold out Bowery Ballroom.
Our first U.S. stop.
Yeah, you know, amazing musicians have performed there, and just seeing the fact that it was my first time in New York and it was for a sold out show. Coming out, not gonna lie, you know, I was taken a little bit back with how many people were there, but I think within 2 seconds I snapped out of it and I went right into the performance.
And that was like dealing with COVID and finally getting back on tour, getting back on the road too. So it was crazy. Yeah. You know, that was like, I think third wave of COVID just ended. So you're still in this like weird position, like, fuck, should I be in this room?
Well, what do you think
people, you know?
When you see us on stage and you see, you know, because we see a completely different perspective, but when you're watching it and you're filming it, what are your thoughts, and how does it affect you, like your energy when you're watching it?
I mean, it's kind of a similar thing. It goes by really quickly because I look at your set list before and I think, wow, this is really long. I'm gonna have lots of time to get lots of shots, and then I blink and I'm like, they only have like 15 minutes left. Like they're almost done.
That's crazy.
I mean, I always remember like this one instance in Calgary, I think, and just seeing people way in the back of the club where like the speakers weren't very good, seeing like just like a 6'2" white guy from Calgary singing his heart out to Silver Skies.
That's epic, man.
Just like kind of like an unsuspecting character, just like fully in the moment. Like I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Bro,
They're really connecting with like everybody.
Yeah. I was talking to my girl the other day about this. I was like, damn, I wish like there was a way for me to experience watching our show live, like actually being part of the crowd. It's different when you watch it through the lens. You know what I mean? Like it already like adds that filter of the camera. But being there in that moment, like I wonder if like, you know, because like when I go watch live shows, like I like getting lost into the show, seeing what they're doing, blah, 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 you know, whatever it is. But I wonder if I would get lost watching a Manila Grey show, you know?
Well, I mean, it's the same with the music, or like even on our side making the videos, like you'll never really know what you create and you kind of overthink, like, did I make something good?
100%.
Is it even,
because
doing a good job?
On your side, you see all the clips that you didn't use. You see all the clips that never made it.
Right.
I say that all the time when we're making something, like people don't know the thing you didn't make.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have to like remind yourself, like, because you have 1,000 different ways you can go with a decision. You're like, they won't know.
And you just kind of got to go with something.
Yeah. Have you heard the quote too? I was thinking about you guys talking about touring. I think it was BB King, the
blues guitars.
blues guitars. He said, they pay me to travel, not to perform.
Yeah. No, that's true.
The shows are free, basically, right?
Exactly.
Like, they pay me to travel.
Bro, the airport lines is the
That's where you lose yourself, bro.
The waiting and
Oh, we wanted to ask them about what was it, breakthrough or breakout? What's the
Breakout.
Yeah, the
Oh,
riot.
Oh, yeah, you guys see the riot that.
Yeah.
It's so
you guys
sad,
have
man.
performed there, right?
We've performed at the very first Breakout ever,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even at any like venue. It was like at this gallery, like underground gallery, and they're actually like really close friends of ours. So it's actually very sad to see that happen to them, because I know they're just trying their hardest.
What happened?
Basically, a little baby was sick, couldn't perform, but he was already backstage, and then people were upset that he couldn't perform, and then they brought down some tent and had a little
just
mini
destroying
riot.
stuff.
Yeah, just
Actually, I think two headliners bailed.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's a tough industry, man. Like booking acts and throwing. I commend them for trying to bring hip hop here. Not a lot of people are doing that. So it's just unfortunate that happened.
Yeah.
I live right by there.
Yeah.
This is
What's your address?
123. None of your
Street.
fucking business. Yeah. I live by there, and I go for runs at Empire Field, which is right by the Peony. And so I'm wearing a black T-shirt and a black hat, and I'm running by. And as I'm approaching, I didn't even realize there was a concert going on there. And I see a group of like 20 people, and they're all wearing all black. And I immediately, as a sort of a self-conscious person, was like, "Oh, are they gonna think I'm like part of this group, right? Because I'm wearing basically all black."
Yeah.
And I'm running up, and I see some guy like kind of clock me and look at me. And he's like, "Oh, is this like a buddy that's going to come join us?" And I just keep running. And then all of a sudden, a whole group of people start clapping sarcastically at me, being like, "Go for your run!" And like my worst,
Oh my God.
my worst fears were realized. Like, because like, you know how you're always like, you have that thought where you think everyone gives a shit about you, but like really no one gives a shit about you.
Yeah.
But in that moment, everyone kind of gave you shit.
You felt
This was during Breakout.
This was like a week ago, like last weekend.
So the second day of break, it's funny. We were at the first one, and it was a vibe, man.
I saw
The
someone getting
first day,
arrested right as I ran by as well. Like,
Were you dripped
my
out
God.
at least? Yeah.
No, he was wearing all black.
yeah, I was wearing like running shorts and like.
That's why they went after him, because he wasn't
AirPods.
wearing drip.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
I finished my run and I'm coming back and I don't see them in the spot they were in, the same group of people, and I'm like, yes. And then I look to my right and they're all just outside the casino there at Hastings. And they start cheering again, and I was like, "Mother!" And I like pretended to be brave, and I like waved and smiled as though like I was part of the joke. But I was like, "Oh, God damn it!"
Well, when I saw the riots, I mean, are they riots?
It was
I mean,
pretty
it's
chill.
Small,
It was
small
pretty
riots.
small.
It was definitely not a Woodstock one.
It was
Yeah,
small potatoes.
but my first thought was, I wonder if the Woodstock documentary kind of inspired this. It
Yeah.
had the people had that in the front of their heads, and like all the shitheads
Well, that
were
was
like,
what,
"Oh
number-
man, I missed that. I want to do that." So
It had that energy for sure.
definitely,
That was on the top 10 on Netflix for like 2 weeks there, man.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
It was
most
great.
people watched it. I loved it, man.
I actually watched the whole Limp Bizkit set in full
So
after that.
good, man.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
crazy.
I've been like binging documentaries. I don't know if you guys have watched the Untold series on Netflix.
I watched a few.
So good, man. So good. Like,
What is that?
It's just like deep cut things that happen in sports, untold stories. Oh my God, there's this hockey one.
The Trashers.
Yeah, you got to watch that one. That one's a good one.
Hilarious.
That one's a really good one.
Do we have a hockey's back sound?
And I had like a dun, 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 but I cut it.
No. I saw it somewhere.
I don't know. Oh, here it is. Is
All
it
right,
too late?
freestyle over this.
Yeah.
You guys want to play some games?
Oh, let's rock,
do it.
bro. I've been waiting.
Okay, so we have two games. One is This or That, which is the game that we normally play.
Yeah.
But we also have another game here that we'll save. We'll tell you later. But it's because you guys are the first duo that we've had on the podcast.
Oh,
So,
epic.
new opportunity here to play a new game. Very stoked. But
Yeah.
shall we start with a game or This or That?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll be honest. We didn't put as much effort into the list as we normally do. But, we'll see what happens.
I did it.
How do you play
What
this?
do you
Yeah.
mean we didn't? I made a list and then
And then I went in the
Okay.
in the parking lot and added
Okay.
some things. And took it out.
okay.
This is what I'm saying. I didn't.
we didn't.
It's just,
See, we clash all the time. We could learn from you guys.
come on, man. How do you play? It's just this or that.
It's this or
You,
that. We're gonna-
you choose which one.
Okay.
All right. We need the This or That music, which I have lined up right here.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, we gotta turn that down a little bit there.
Whoa,
Hang on, technical difficulties. There you go. All right. Okay, are you guys ready to play this or that?
Let's do it.
Wait, who's gonna do the this or thating?
No, we'll both say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ready.
Yeah.
First one's hard. Canada or Philippines?
Philippines.
So
This is a timed game.
Sorry, what?
he's thinking Canada or Philippines.
Canada or Philippines?
You had to choose one. Who are you gonna alienate? Don't worry, your life will remain unaffected after
I'd
this.
choose the Philippines.
Good for you. Hip hop or R&B?
Oh, hip hop.
R&B.
I don't even know the difference. I guess I do. Bad hair day or bad fit day?
Bad hair day. Ah, fuck. Bad fit day, bro.
Bad fit day.
Bad fit day. I'll take a bad fit day over bad hair day.
Yeah.
Crypto or cash?
Crypto.
What was that all?
Crypto.
We said that. We said that at the same time.
Yeah, you did. Jinx. Drake or The Weeknd?
Drake. Fuck.
Drake.
I don't know. Yeah. yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. The week.
No,
I
no.
don't know. I don't
They're
know.
both fucking epic, bro.
They're both listening right now,
both
so
epic.
one's choked.
They're both epic.
Kanye or Jay-Z?
Kanye.
Yay.
Tupac or Biggie?
Next question.
That's tough, yeah.
No, I'm not picking between those two. Next question.
Oh, we should have had shots for penalties, like drink champs. Headphones or monitors?
Monitors.
Headphones.
I got another Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Or Rihanna.
Mm-hmm. Beyonce or Riri?
Beyonce.
Too hot or too cold?
Too cold.
Too hot. Really?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like if you're feeling too hot or you're feeling too cold, I'd rather be cold than
I'd rather be cold, so I guess too hot.
Late nights or early mornings?
Late nights.
late nights.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Walking or driving?
Driving.
Of course. I saw that one and I'm like, come on, who's gonna say walking?
People like to walk.
Come on.
People that live in New York,
shit.
they're always like, I get to walk places.
You were interviewing one person there for fucking
All right.
3 questions.
You got the correct answer. Silver or gold?
Gold.
Gold.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Savory.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Or
Fried chicken or sushi?
Sushi.
sushi.
All right. Well, that was a good game or this or that. You guys want to play another game?
Let's do it.
Have you guys ever heard of the Newlywed Game?
No.
This is our first time playing this game on the podcast, so we'll see how it goes. But basically, here, take the whiteboards. You guys have, oh, sorry. Good thing there's no drink in there.
Homemade whiteboards.
Yeah, homemade. Shout out, Brooke. Thank you, Brooke. And we're going to ask questions. You're going to we'll put Neeks on the spot first, and you're going to guess. We're going to give you a question. Say, what do you think is their favorite color? And you're going to put what your favorite color is, Neeks. Saul, you're going to guess what his favorite color is.
Yep.
And then you guys reveal at the same time what the answer is, and we'll see whether you guys really know each other
Got it.
or not.
Let's do it.
And I guess we'll just like alternate. We have 14 questions here, so we can alternate.
Ooh, okay.
Let's do it.
All right, let's play. How about some game show music, Dave? Oh yeah, nice. That royalty free.
That's it.
Shout out Kevin McLeod.
Yeah. Happy game show is the song.
All
on
the
YouTube.
YouTubers know who Kevin McLeod is.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Neeks, you're up first.
Sure.
All
rock
right,
it.
question number 1. Who is their top celebrity crush?
God damn.
Still on the play?
They're writing. I'm just trying to like vamp.
Bro, if you get
it's a
this,
podcast.
I'm
like
gonna
they
be
are writing.
fucking gassed.
Okay, yeah. You okay?
Wait, one sec.
Yeah.
1 second.
There's a time limit here. It
Wait.
appears that Sullivan is doing a piece of
Yeah.
art.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, if you get this right.
I think Saul made like a web, like
Yeah.
a mind map. All right, you guys ready? A 3, 2, 1, reveal. Neeks got London Tipton and Saul drew
trolling.
Peter Griffin. Okay.
All right.
I think I knew
Yeah,
that one.
I thought you were gonna get that one, man. Really? No, you didn't get the London tip.
No, it's supposed to be, wait, your celebrity crush? My
Yeah.
celebrity crush?
You're supposed to guess mine.
Okay, let's try it again.
That's your celebrity crush?
You're a good artist, Saul.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to draw Peter Griffin. All right.
All right, okay, let's try it.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
you ready?
I need the eraser.
Damn, bro, I thought you were gonna get that one.
Yeah, I was going to get that one.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to Google this person.
London Tipton.
What's
Br-
her? What's
Brenda's
her?
song,
Brenda's
Brenda's
song. Brenda's song. Shout out Brenda's song from Like Mike,
Brenda's
man.
song.
Okay,
Yeah,
you guys
she's
want to?
hot.
Let's do Saul now. Same question. Okay.
Same question?
Biggest celebrity crush. Yeah, let's.
Oh shit.
You completely messed that one up. So let's try it again. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
From now on, no
that's tough.
drawings unless it's actually the answer.
Okay. Deal.
A celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest celebrity crush.
Oh, bro.
Oof.
What do you think it is?
Just how I'm looking at it is I'm
think it might be
picking one that
Peter Griffin
like that
based
you would
on-
know. You know what I mean? Like, don't give me like a fucking random
This is
Like- OG. Like I'm
come on,
picking
okay,
OG.
okay,
Too much time.
okay. It's the Newlywed Game here, right?
We're gonna need like a 10-second
Okay,
cap
okay.
on these
Yeah,
moving
okay,
forward.
okay,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and reveal.
Damn.
All right, say your answers, guys.
Megan Good.
Mine was Keena Grannis. I thought we were.
And
we were
Saul,
on
what is
same
the correct
page there.
answer?
I'd say Megan Good was my first. Like,
Megan Good?
Yeah, celebrity crush.
I don't even know who that is.
Really?
She's an actress.
She's an actress. Yeah.
Good. All
You
right.
got served.
Okay, let's
No?
try again. I think this one that you guys
we're
can
0
just
for 2.
answer both. Like you can both answer.
Okay.
Like it's gonna be like how you intended the game to be played. All right. Next question. Who takes the longest to get ready? Keep your answers secret. No peeking. All right, and reveal 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Saul and Soliven. Oh, both Saul. Okay, I thought actually Neeks was gonna get that one.
No.
You take longer, huh?
Fast as fuck.
What
boy.
takes the longest, the hair or like
It was
the fit?
actually kind of sus how quick you guys got ready after the pool, and we were gonna go out, and you guys got ready in like 2 minutes.
When you're
I
hungry.
don't know what kind of shower you guys took.
Well, I was
You just-
already
you're
wearing my
hungry.
yellow
Yeah.
shorts, so I just
He's got 18 pairs of those though, so he just swaps them out.
Easy.
the whole suitcase was just yellow.
Okay,
shirts.
this one's Neek's. All right, what is Neek's favorite movie?
All right.
I'm gonna go for like a super bad movie.
No, that's my favorite movie.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite movie too. Maybe
That's
like
my button.
maybe I feel like it's a movie that I don't even know. I think it's a comedy though.
I think it's
I
gonna be.
forgot what the movie's called.
What?
Neeks likes comedy. Saul likes horror.
Just put the actor. Put the actor.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I know everything.
just draw the actor.
Give me a reference.
If my soundboard was still working, I would play Your References Are Out of Control.
This might not be it, but same vibe.
This is a hard one, honestly. Very
Oh wait,
hard.
so whose favorite movie is this?
Mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and reveal.
I'll give you 2 options.
You got served.
Or love don't
Love
cost
or
a-
Love Don't Cost a
It's
Thing.
kind of the same.
I feel
And
like
Saul
Stomp the
says,
Yard is
Stomp the
basically
Yard.
the same
Oh.
movie.
It's the same movie.
Yeah,
No, they're very
The
different.
same template. The
They
same
are very
template.
different movies.
Same
night and day.
Okay, wait. I think you guys gotta like show the camera next time. Just
Oh,
you got- 'cause-
shit.
yeah. Like show it like next time. Just like straight up show it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
We're working out the kinks. We're working
Yeah.
out the kinks.
Okay. Let's do one for Saul now. Okay.
Do it.
What's something that Saul could eat every day and never get tired of?
They both seem to know what the
does it
answer
start with
is.
a-
We gotta get this one, bro. It makes no sense if we don't.
All
Flip
right,
it.
3, 2, 1.
Chicken?
Sushi.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn it.
Nick says
Oh,
chicken.
Oh,
Saul
like-
says sushi.
No, chicken.
It had to be. I thought it was chicken. You've been.
Yeah, it's chicken.
Saul's been on this like on meal prep for the whole year, and he's been eating fucking pounds and pounds of chicken. Man. So I thought he
It's
was
actually
gonna
chicken.
Wait, so when I asked the this or that, chicken or sushi, what'd you guys say?
No, it was actually like the question was, what can I eat every day?
Yeah.
Not what am I eating every day?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm eating chicken every day.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean,
So
that's
technically, you can eat it. Dude, that's
Every-
where
yeah.
it's
my
very
head
literal.
came.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's do one for Neeks now. All right.
Dude, we have gone 0.
Zero.
Fuck.
0. Close though. You got like a 0.5 on the movie.
All right.
All right, Neeks. Here we go. What store has the biggest charge on Neeks' credit card?
What store?
God, bro, really? Oh, fuck.
Biggest charge.
I'm thinking like a
know
single
how to spell
transaction.
I'm gonna say like the Gap.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
Gap.
Old Navy.
Definitely
No,
Gap
no, no.
guys.
Yeah.
No, you got to get this one.
The drip at the Gap is just
Okay.
wild.
Oh yeah.
The biggest,
Maybe Urban
The big,
Planet.
like where I spend a lot of my money.
Yeah.
Shopping.
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 Yeah, well,
Buying shit.
yeah. All right.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Reveal your answers, boys. Neek says LV.
I had LV, but
And Saul
I
says
Pokemon store.
Pokemon Store. What?
We gotta get one, man.
No, I put LV and I erased it.
You didn't know whether Neek spends more at Louis Vuitton or Pokemon?
Yeah,
I
would
honestly,
say
they're pretty close. He was right.
Holy smokes.
Depends how shiny those Pokemons are.
Exactly.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, you guys want to do it the other way around now?
What?
What is the store that
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Saul has the highest credit card charges on?
See, my version of this game would be going a
Okay.
lot faster because we just get both answers simultaneously.
Yeah, it's
Here.
we're learning. We're learning.
what store? Dude, how are you writing this faster than I am?
We gotta get one right, dog. Fuck.
This music's stressful.
Happy.
Ready?
All right, guys, reveal your answers. 3, 2, 1.
Did we get it?
All right, Neek says the weed store, and Saul says I don't go shopping.
How am I supposed to
No,
guess
that's
dog?
true though. I mean, I don't go shopping. I buy weed.
Okay, so yeah, and you put it all on credit.
That's
Yeah, e-transfer.
We gotta get one, bro.
All right, let's do one. This is together. Who drives the worst?
Just gonna replace this song.
I think I know the answer here. You're gonna find another one? Oh no,
No.
this is a good song. I like this song.
Okay,
Yeah, it sounds like Mario Party.
it's got that energy.
Yeah, I love it. Whoever, if you guys match answers, you'll get a golden star.
Oh fuck. Get it right. Get it right.
You guys only have like 10 coins
All
right
jokes.
now, by
All
the way.
jokes. All jokes.
All right. Who drives the worst? Here we go. Oh, he's drawing
Get it
something
right. Get
again
it right.
here.
Get it right. Get it right.
I
is he
think
up
he's
to?
forgetting
Come
this is
on.
primarily an audio format. The majority of this is going to be listened to in a car.
Yeah.
But
Reddit.
he's
Ready.
doing his
All right,
art.
here we go. 3, 2, 1. Neek
Beatty.
says Beatty, and Saul says me. I'm gonna go with Saul. Probably drives the worst because he's got the biggest like glasses prescription. So you know that puts him at a disadvantage.
tough
I'm
one.
sorry, BD. I'm sorry, BD. But when you're driving that close to the next person in front of you and I'm in the whip, I don't really like that, man.
All right, one more question for both of you. Whose idea was it to start making music together? Can't say both.
Ah, fuck, man.
I knew he was going to say both.
He's just trying to like get around. He's trying to like bend the rules.
Yeah, I
Neeks,
know.
you know. He doesn't play by the rules.
Never that.
All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Neeks says Saul, and Saul says Destiny.
Yeah, you know Destiny?
Yeah, no, I haven't met her yet.
The stripper, number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get her on the pod.
She actually hit us up. It's like, you should make music.
You guys should be great together. I want to dance to your music.
All right, another one for both of you. What is their repeated word or catchphrase?
For both of us?
Yeah, like you guys can say. Well, I mean,
Okay.
we're running it Dave's way now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're not really finding out whether you guys like know each other. We're just kind of
Yeah.
just throwing
Playing a
answers
game
out.
now.
So
Yeah.
it's not truly the Newlywed Game. So go
Yeah.
easy on us in the comments, okay, guys? We're learning.
100%.
All
Ready?
right, yeah.
Mine's-
And Neek says,
Okay, we back.
"Okay, we back."
Is it flex?
And Saul, what does that say?
Come on.
Come on. Or "Krpow."
Okay, we back.
Can you give us a good gerpow again for the soundboard?
"Krpow."
All right, let's do one. Let's do one individually now. Okay, let's do Neek's now. What is Neek's biggest fear?
Oh my god, we're never gonna get any of this right.
All right. Hold up.
Oh no, we're getting this right. We're getting this right for sure.
got
For
it.
sure.
I feel like it's gonna be like
For
something
sure.
like about the forest or like
For
bugs
sure.
I was going to say
or something.
heights.
How confident are you? I'm fucking confident. We're
I'm
getting
pretty
this.
confident.
Okay.
Hit it.
Okay,
3,
here we
2,
go. 3,
1.
2, 1. Reveal your answers. Neek says rats, and Saul says ghosts. Ironically,
Damn it, man.
It's true though, right?
Oh, it's rats.
Spirits now streaming.
You're like Batman.
But ghosts are scary.
You're like Batman because he's scared of bats, but then he,
Is he?
uses. Yeah.
Is that facts?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's why he became Batman. He, you know,
He
took on
faced his fears.
One
He
of
faces
us.
fears,
One of
yeah.
us. All right.
Okay, let's do this one for Saul. What is Saul's most secret guilty pleasure? It's no longer a secret after this podcast.
Did I write secret?
Yeah. Did you
Fuck,
copy and paste
man.
this one?
I don't remember.
I did a Google for Newlywed fun questions.
So did I.
Yeah.
I had to go through hundreds to get these ones.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
I like this. We should have more duos on.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we could play it amongst ourselves too.
We could.
We should play it. Me and Jason should do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sure. Leave me out again. No,
well, you can run it your way then, you
I'm
know.
just kidding.
That's hilarious. Okay, ready?
Well, we've known each other longer.
No,
we'll get to see
I-
if we actually know each other. That'd be fun. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I don't even have it yet. Hold up.
I feel like this is gonna be a lot of dead air.
Yeah.
Just cut it closer together.
Dave says that his friends are no longer listening to the podcast. You guys think he's gonna listen? They're gonna listen to this one.
They're gonna love this one.
They're gonna. I think this one won him back. To be
Yeah,
honest.
dude.
Yeah, you guys don't ride mountain bikes, so they're gonna be stoked.
Come
Yeah.
on, let's go. Or they might hate us. Either way, I don't give a fuck.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Neeks says Tim Tam's coffee dunked,
That's a guilty. You can't copy it now.
and Saul still hasn't revealed his answer.
What is it?
It says
Anime.
anime.
Which is not really a guilty pleasure.
It's not really a secret
It has to
either.
be this
Not
one,
really.
right? Like,
Yeah, it's the Tim Tams Dunkin' coffee.
Shout out Tim Tam's.
That's it, bro.
Delicious. All right, we
It's
got.
like I know you better than you know yourself.
Actually,
We got one, we got
That's
one
really
more
good.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This one's for Neeks. What is Neeks' favorite non-alcoholic beverage of choice?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's-
Please, man.
Come on, guys. We need one match.
This is it. This is
Okay,
the
let's
match.
do it.
Okay, flip it.
3, 2, 1.
One of them said Monster,
but this
and the
is-
other
yeah,
said
that's
Ginger
true.
Ale.
Neeks
That's
said
true.
Monster. Saul says ginger ale.
I thought
But it's
we
ginger
had-
ale, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It's
Yeah.
it's fuck. I was like,
I thought I had that.
I
He
know.
knows you better than you know yourself, Neeks.
that's it.
but ginger ale or monster?
It's one of the. It's one or the other.
Yeah, okay.
It was right. It was right.
All right, guys.
That
well, that was the Newlywed Game.
Now let's do 3 questions of how well do we know Matt.
yeah. Let's do it.
You guys got questions?
No, you gotta come. Give us some questions. How
here,
well do you
you
know
take
Matt?
this.
Oh, how well do you know me? Okay, yeah,
Matt,
sure,
yeah.
go for it.
And then
No,
we'll,
you gotta just like both answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Oh, they both answer,
you're-
and then you
Alright.
confirm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can give them a question.
Okay, wait. Now I got to bring this music back up. I just closed my window.
Any excuse to bring the music back. I love it. Jeez. How about favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Yeah, favorite movie. I definitely talk about this a lot.
You just said Superbad.
Well, that's not actually.
Okay.
I love it. It's a hard question. This is.
Yeah.
I count it as the movie I've seen the most. Is
Ooh.
also my favorite.
Fuck,
Ooh, if
man.
that's the case,
This
then
is-
there's some trash.
I'm
favorite
shooting in
movies
the
of mine.
dark here, bro. I'm shooting in the dark here. Okay.
All right, here we go. Reveal.
Boom.
Hangover, and Saul says Matt doesn't watch movies. That's
It's
true.
accurate.
That's very true.
It's accurate.
Hey, I got better.
What
Dumb
movie?
and
What was-
Dumber. Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
would probably-
that's a good.
Oh,
That's a good answer.
I like it a lot.
How about what store has the biggest charge on my credit card? You guys are just gonna roast me or what? What's going on?
I have a guess. I'm gonna say mine out loud
Well,
Wait,
okay.
wait.
after
Okay.
Don't influence our answer.
Okay, wait. Dave, what do you think it is?
B&H photo.
That's what kind of what I thought,
Oh,
but I don't know if that's true.
Shit.
Mech or Trek? Damn, you got bars, fam. Wow, you both said mech.
We
No,
we
like
agreed
Mountain
on
Equipment
something.
Co-op. That's hilarious. No, it would
Damn.
be the yellow swim trunk store.
Oh yeah, yellow shrimp. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yellow
No,
swim
it's
trunks are
pro-
us.
It's
What is it?
probably like B&H. B&H
Really?
photo. Probably. I mean,
Nothing to do with bikes at all.
no, I,
mean, you
I
get
usually
stuff for
get those
shit.
things
Yeah,
given to me.
He's,
To be honest.
he's sponsored. Yeah,
Super
Sponsored.
sponsored.
super sponsored.
Hey, yo, Trek, tell me what's good, bro. I need a bike. What's up?
How about a top celebrity crush? I don't even know.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't even know.
Celebrity crush?
It's gonna be like an animated character or something weird.
Crush, but man,
Lisa Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one.
Okay,
You
good.
do?
I got one. You won't guess.
Can you just give me like a little bit of?
Yeah, give us a hint.
Yeah, a hint.
I got it.
It's a woman.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
All right, you gotta go back to the drawing board.
No guess. No hints, man.
All right.
What kind of industry are they in, at least?
Yeah. Is she an actress?
Yeah, actress.
Okay.
Honestly, I was only ever thinking of
The adult
actresses.
industry.
I never even like crossed my mind.
Okay,
to think
I'll
of
say
it.
my guess in a second here.
Okay. I mean, I have a few.
I mean,
But-
who doesn't?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. All right. Neek says Angelina Jolie, and Saul says Hockey Night in Canada host. What?
I was gonna say Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Oh, she's nice. No, I'll go with Aubrey Plaza.
Oh,
Fuck. Who is that?
I got you.
wow! You and Mike both love Aubrey Plaza.
Well, she's an asshole, and I like that.
Yeah, she is.
Yes.
Sorry, Aubrey, if you're listening.
Okay, let's do one more. And
All right,
call it.
what's it gonna be? You choose.
Okay, this is who's Matt's favorite musician?
Man. Okay. Yeah, sure. I got one.
Yeah, okay.
I usually have a go-to for this when people say, "Who's your favorite band?" or something. Besides Manila Grey, obviously.
Besides,
Obviously.
Oh, there goes my answer.
Oh, you guys are both erasing your
We're
answers.
all gonna say that. I thought it would tie up the episode nicely, and we could have just all patted each other on the back.
I don't know. I thought so too. I thought that's where we were
fuck.
going with that.
I mean, you could still write it down and be right if you want. We
Okay.
could still tie this shit up. All right, everybody forget what that just
All right.
happened there.
We're gonna go in 3.
I think it's going to be
2,
another
1.
picture of
Boom.
MG.
Kaz.
MG. Whoa, you guys got one.
Bro, come on. Come on, man.
All right, boys. Well, that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
All right.
I think we should save those whiteboards and play more.
Yeah, I think we need to
Thanks
make
for turning it around on me.
I think we need to make it more auditorily engaging, though.
Yeah.
that's true.
It's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on to Feeding Off Each Other. You guys feel full?
Yes. Thank you for having us. That was a vibe.
What do you guys think of the title of our podcast?
I love it. I love it.
Good.
It's cool.
It's cool.
To you guys at home listening, thanks for being here with us, and subscribe if you haven't already. Find us on YouTube. Get the sound right.
Oh my God.
Find us on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, or Deezer.
These nuts.
Or wherever you listen to your podcast. But why do we even say this? If they made it this far, they're already listening. They don't care.
No, they might not be subscribed though.
That's true.
Maybe they saw us on YouTube and they're like, "Oh, I like to listen on my commute. No, it's on Spotify." Sick.
Subscribe, goddamn you.
Yeah.
And leave us a star rating or review. And if we see some funny reviews, we're thinking of...
We're gonna read them.
Yeah, we're going to read them.
Yeah.
And finally, leave us a voicemail. And that was, what was it? Speakpipe.com.
Speakpipe.com/feeding off each other.
Matt at ebombsworld.com.
Thank you, guys. That was fun.
This is one of the most impressive interviews I've ever experienced in my life.
If you like the podcast, drop I like it a lot in the comments.
Hope you had fun. We're no Zane Lowe or Nardwar or
No, that was a vibe,
you
man.
know, any of those legends out there.
I think this is our first podcast ever. So it's a
Sick.
vibe. It's a vibe.
Thanks for having us in your studio here. Best of luck with all the future projects. See you on the road.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out.
Fucking done.
Love y'all.
Bye bye.
Nom nom
Love
nom
you.
nom nom nom. We do that every time.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for listening to Feeding Off Each Other. Please subscribe for more great podcasts.